You've pictured it over and over again. You close your eyes, get swept up in the emotion, imagine all the details of your future, and for a second it's real. And then, the moment passes. You open your eyes, and everything feels exactly the same. Maybe there's a glimmer, a fleeting sensation that you're on the edge of something incredible, but almost as quickly, you slip back into your routine. The same thoughts, the same feelings, the same environment as before. It can be frustrating, almost confusing, because you've been told that if you visualize your dreams enough, they'll start showing up in your reality. But if you've ever wondered why your big visions feel powerful in your mind, but barely ripple into your real-life experience, I want to share with you the reason why. Visualization is not the force that manifests your reality. It's all about frequency. There's a massive difference between imagining a future and becoming the version of yourself who already inhabits that future. Visualization is just one small step in a much larger process. The actual code, the quantum secret that makes dreams shift into reality, isn't the detailed vision you hold. It's the frequency you broadcast. And unless your vibration matches the reality you want, it will always stay just out of reach. No matter how detailed your vision board or how many times you repeat your affirmations, what shapes your life isn't requesting the universe for what you want, but living in alignment with it right now. The energetic field around us doesn't care what we ask for. It's tuned to who we are in every choice, breath, and emotion. It's not responding to our wishes or words, but to our embodied signal, the current we're putting out in every moment. When you really get that, when you see how subtle and yet profound the change is, it's not about pushing harder or thinking more positively. In fact, the real transformation starts when you actually stop chasing after your dreams as if they're far off in time. The moment you begin to treat your future vision as a present frequency to inhabit, everything quietly rearranges. The frequency that unlocks the reality you crave is not an abstract idea. It's deeply vibrational, with its own distinct rhythm and certainty. It doesn't hurry or worry or wonder when change will happen, because it simply knows. And as soon as you embody the identity of someone who has already received, the universe, the quantum field, it mirrors you instantly. It has no choice. But why is that shift so challenging? Why is it so much easier to see your dream future in your mind than to hold on to the steady, already mine feeling in your energy field? Most of this has to do with conditioning. Your past experiences have taught you to vibrate in not yet, to wait, to work for things, to earn, to prove yourself worthy. For the first time, you're being asked not to chase your vision, but to act as if you've already arrived. Not as a lie, but as a new alignment. At first it might feel unnatural, perhaps even dishonest, but that's just your nervous system lagging behind your soul's truth. Frequency isn't new to your core, it's just unfamiliar to your body, your patterns. That's part of the journey, teaching your body what your inner essence already knows. You're not hunting for a future version of yourself, you're remembering how to align with it. So maybe you're thinking, okay, but how can I stay in that frequency when my daily reality hasn't changed yet? The simple answer: you become the evidence first. You decide your vibration leads, and your external circumstances catch up. This means shifting focus away from what's missing, towards what's already present. It means moving your attention from what you want to what you are, right now. Consistency is key. When you return to this state, day after day, the energy becomes so rooted it doesn't collapse under temporary setbacks. It doesn't fade when life gets chaotic. It sticks, and your new baseline starts pulling reality, almost invisibly, toward you. This video is about exploring the real art of manifestation, not just thinking about what you want, but tuning into the actual frequency that will make it real. I'm going to break down how to move beyond the cycle of lack into a vibration of true embodiment. How you can act as if, not by pretending but by living as though your dream is already your reality. How you can shift from impressing the universe to simply living in harmony with it. Because there is a code, an energetic rhythm unique to your deepest desires. And when you dial into that code, the world quietly shifts around you. Not with fireworks, but with gentle, powerful, and consistent change. Are you ready to step into what it really feels like to match the reality you've been imagining? Let's get started. First, understand something important. The quantum field doesn't care what you want. It's completely indifferent to your goals, vision board, affirmations, or intentions. It simply reflects, like a mirror, whatever frequency you're sending out. And that frequency is not shaped by your conscious wishes. It's shaped by your identity, who you are in every moment, Not just the one you talk about in public, but the one you operate from privately. It shows up in how you enter a room, respond to silence, react under stress, or carry yourself when nobody's watching. This means, in practical terms, if you're visualizing financial freedom but you habitually worry and restrict your spending, the universe is tuning to your fear, not to your vision. If you visualize romance but deflect compliments or shy away from intimacy, the field registers your resistance more than your dreams. If you visualize expansion but constantly talk about how stuck you feel, the field believes you. It mirrors your coherence, not your intentions. That's why so many get discouraged along the manifestation path. Despite their effort, journaling, scripting, meditation, visualization, results seem elusive because there's a gap between their thinking and their emotional state. The body's signals, fear, unworthiness, survival mode, send out a static, mixed signal, and the quantum field can only reflect what's consistent. But here's the turning point. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions all tell the same story, coherence emerges. That's when your frequency is so steady and magnetic that reality starts restructuring itself. Think about it. Desire without identity is noise. Desire plus identity creates a clear, strong signal. The field isn't listening for desire. It's responding to certainty. But how do you step into certainty when outside circumstances haven't changed yet? You create certainty inside first. You start showing up as the version of you who is already living your vision. You stop waiting to feel accomplished before you act like it. You act, dress, speak, and move through your day with the posture of someone who is successful, not as a performance, but as a remembrance of your true self, minus the doubt. Neville Goddard called this living from the end. Dr. Joe Dispenza refers to firing and wiring new neural and emotional patterns. Greg Braden talks about emotional coherence. It all points to the same thing. You stop trying to become and start being. This frequency isn't something you pin down once. You choose it over and over, until your nervous system is comfortable, until your self-talk stops tripping you up, until it feels as natural as breathing. Yes, it takes bravery. Embodying your future self before reality shows proof feels lonely, sometimes fake, sometimes unsettling, but that's your old identity trying to protect itself, to cling to familiarity. Acknowledge it, thank it, but don't let it steer you. You, your new frequency, are now the calibration point. You're not the outcome of the shift. You're the source. This isn't about faking confidence. It's about truly finding the frequency of already being and letting your body adjust to feeling safe, secure, and whole. When your subconscious feels safe, your energy expands. And as you expand, the field reflects abundance. If you've been looping, pushing, forcing, let that go. This is not about working harder for your dream. It's about recognizing that your dream self isn't a myth. They're simply inhabiting a higher, more stable frequency. Now comes the step so many misunderstand, acting as if. Those 3 words have been watered down, even ridiculed, as if it's just pretending. But true acting as if isn't putting on a show. It's frequency training. When you adopt the behaviors and energy of your intended identity, you're aligning your whole system with your desired reality before it arrives. You aren't waiting for confirmation, you're generating proof through your attitude, posture, and choices. This isn't easy at first. Your surroundings may still echo old patterns, your bank balance, your relationships, the responses you get from others. Yet, you're asked to hold the new frequency regardless. Why? Because form always follows energy. Start small. You don't have to change everything. Begin with your morning routine. Wake up as the version of yourself who's already arrived. What do you wear even when it's just you? How do you breathe, move, and speak? Do you shrink your energy to blend in, apologize for what you feel, ignore your genuine intuition to keep the peace? Or do you carry yourself as someone who trusts their instincts, someone who selects powerfully, knowing the outcome is already secure? Every micro-action tells the field what you truly believe you deserve. Even the way you receive kind words or gestures, is it with full gratitude or mild suspicion? If you allow yourself to live as though you're already in your dream reality, your body begins to resonate at that new frequency. And as your signal shifts, every reaction, every subtle choice downstream begins to support this new timeline. This is quantum shifting. Each decision drops a pebble in the universal pond, and the ripples move far beyond your sight. Instead of asking, "When will my breakthrough come?" ask, "How would I move today if I know it's already done?" This flips your reactivity into magnetism. Your presence, tone, and choices call reality to match you, no longer from a place of wishing, but of embodiment. Watch. People, opportunities, and moments start showing up that reflect your new frequency. Your energy cuts through static, and life bends subtly, non-dramatically but unmistakably in your favor. Of course, your mind might resist, whispering, "But we don't see it yet," or "Is this too good to be true?" That's your past story, trying to keep you contained. Hear it, thank it, then keep going. The real work is not convincing others, it's stabilizing your own field in what your soul already knows. So say one sentence today as if it's accomplished. Choose one thing with full faith. Step somewhere new, knowing it's already yours. The more consistently you do this, the more the world will start believing you, until reality itself molds quietly around your new frequency. There will be times when everything goes still. You've done the work, become consistent, grounded your energy, and stopped chasing. Yet, nothing major shifts on the outside. Deep down, something feels less tense. Your thoughts slow. Your nerves settle. You sense small changes in how you react. You notice tiny synchronistic signs. Then, something peculiar happens. Perhaps a number starts recurring, like 777. You shrug it off at first, chalking it up to coincidence, receipts, clocks, phone screens. But if your energy is truly tuned, you know it's a quiet affirmation from the quantum field. You stopped searching, and that's when the message arrived. The significance of 777 is not about luck. In spiritual traditions, the number 7 is symbolic of intuition, mastery, and divine resonance. When it triples, it's an energetic hallmark, the universe mirroring your congruence. It's not a reward for aligning. It's a reflection that your thoughts, words, and feelings have become coherent enough that reality is close to blooming in your favor. You're no longer projecting doubts from your body while your mind tries to visualize success. You're holding harmony, a reliable signal the universe is now responding to. This number sequence isn't waving a green flag to stop or step back, assuming your manifestation is handled. Instead, it's your invitation to anchor deeper, to keep the signal steady, to let the new reality keep forming around you. Instant change doesn't exist in the quantum field. What feels sudden in the physical is slow and steady in the invisible. 777 marks that crossing point between intention and inevitability. You're not racing toward change, it's curving gently closer day by day. Now pause and ask, is this how the version of myself who lives in my ideal reality would feel right now? Would they be rushing, doubting, second-guessing, or would they trust the structure unfolding behind the scenes? Because the real shift is structural, not just circumstantial. You're not manifesting an outcome, you're rebuilding your base identity, how you think, move, react, speak, and decide. The universe is not promising you something with a sign, it's declaring what's already here. If you feel this is timely and true, take a deep breath and let your system receive it. Let your whole self acknowledge you, no longer need to become anything else. The frequency is not the next breakthrough, it's now stabilizing. What you once called a dream has become your active vibration, and if you want to claim this collectively, go ahead. Drop a comment with 777, not as superstition but as an affirmation. A subtle, I'm aligned, I get it, I see it. Manifestation at its core isn't about wrangling reality to deliver what you desire. It's about remembering who you truly are, under all the stories and patterns. Every frequency you're chasing, wealth, love, peace, purpose, already exists in your remembrance. It's not out there to conquer or earn, it's inside, waiting for your consistency to stabilize it. You've already touched these states many times. You've had moments, flashes, of pure alignment when time faded and you felt fully present, inexplicably calm or confident, or inspired for no reason at all. Those glimpses weren't flukes. They were previews of your future self, whose life mirrors all you desire. Quantum manifestation is about lengthening those flashes, making them your baseline, so you no longer have to dream because you're naturally resonant with your own highest frequency. Don't expect this new state to come overnight. You'll notice it in subtle clues, a peaceful conversation, a calm moment in chaos, a decision made easily. These are signs your energy has stabilized. You're no longer anxiously reaching for confirmation. You're part of the field already. The old identity will pop up, tempting you to count yourself out. You're not ready. Who do you think you are? Prove it first. Don't fall back into an old timeline. Every breath you hold in the new state is a quiet revolution, a quiet signal that your frequency is the new home for your dreams. You're not hunting for signs. You've become the sign. You're not manufacturing worthiness. You're walking in it. The universe doesn't need you to prove yourself. Simply match your energy, and the mirror reflects you. This is true manifestation, not manipulating what's outside, but aligning so completely inside that the world becomes your reflection, down to the smallest details. As resistance falls away and your signal purifies, you might discover peace, soft, sustained, genuine peace. This isn't adrenaline or excitement. It's the serenity of no longer chasing, being simply present, receiving and watching your own energy loop back with new opportunities, people, resources, and clarity. That is the biggest shift of all. The more you return to this, the more your nervous system learns it's safe here, not just as a vacation, but as your home frequency. Coherence no longer depends on external validation. You embody the field, and its response is a gentle trust you can lean into. So pause. Take a deep, real breath. Let yourself absorb everything we've covered, not as mere information, but as something you intuitively remember. Notice your energy soften, your mind quiet, a sense that you've already shifted. You're not waiting for reality to catch up. You are the shift. And if this message found you at just the right moment, maybe it's more than content. Perhaps it's a reflection, a mirror of your transformation, proof that what you've visualized is now a living vibration. If this resonates deeply and you felt yourself breathing differently, consider subscribing, not because it's expected, but simply because it fits. This isn't just a channel, it's a shared frequency. Here, we're not just watching, consuming, or listening. We're practicing new timelines, collapsing possibility into form, and most of all, we're remembering together. I'm truly glad you're here. Let's keep shifting, gently, steadily, in alignment, side by side.